It's too early. It's like, what a change. Oh my god. So now my plans have slightly changed. My expected time of arrival, my next destination is actually 11 a.m. That's not the case anymore. I'm going to be arriving at 6 in the morning. Hey guys, morning. Please bear with me. I'm just shooting with my phone as I usually am. I think it's 6:45 and I've been up since 4 o'clock for the past few weeks or so. I've been trying to pull my wake up time a little bit more early. Just want to get back into the very younger days of mine from school where we actually had to wake up around 5 o'clock or 5:15 to make it to the school bus, which isn't really a bus. But anyway, so I woke up at 4 o'clock, scrolled through my phone, checked my email, and found an email from the airlines we booked our flight with. So that turned out that's going to be just a solo trip for me now. And I found out that my flight details have changed. WestJet, you've done this twice to me. Fortunately, the airline this time was more proactive. The first time that this happened, I got booked for a flight out of Halifax after my flight out of Toronto flew. So that was like, I'm like, how do you expect me to? I know it's gonna be randy, but no. So I woke up and tried to figure it out, like what the hell? At 4 a.m. I wake up, I check my email, find out my trip that's supposed to be 11 hours has now blown up into a 19-hour with a couple of layovers. It's gonna take me from Halifax to Toronto, Toronto to Detroit, and Detroit's gonna take me to the next destination. Insane. I think I have 4-hour layover in Toronto and a 3-hour layover in Detroit. My first time in Detroit, my first time in the airport at the very least. That's it. So I'm like, now my mind is just woken up so early in the morning. I'm trying to figure it out. But a good mindset to do is when things change and know that you don't always have everything planned out to the T. Openness. Kind of semi-stressful, but I love to travel, so I'm very open to these changes, open to these challenges. One thing, thankfully, is I still have vacation days that I hope I can take a little bit more from. That's one. Helps the mental health side when your plans change and your mental health is challenged. Because of the move that I did in my life, and these are like decisions that we would make, right? I'm now in a better spot to be open to adjustments better. The workplace isn't as rigid, and just shout out to my boss. Just a good work environment, a good work culture, a very comfortable one. And this isn't just to props to the company, but also just the big environment, the change in environment that you have from being toxic and too stressful and highly demanding. Granted, the industry that I work in is probably a little bit demanding, but at the same time having that flexibility still outside to manage changes like this. Traveling means so much to me, so I can get really intense with regard to my travel plans that I could go crazy with it. So anyway, so I was thinking, okay, I might as well make the most of it. The carriers changed from one to another. Now it's a code share flight, and I've just been through so many code share flights. You actually go to the gate and you have 2 airlines, code blah 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 and then code blah blah blah, and it's 2 airlines. It's actually just one flight. And just having this open mindset of being open to growth, being open to changes, be more interested in the dynamics of things, talking about levers, right? If one thing moves and moves this switch, not the other one, then what other subsequent changes does it lead to? It's too early. I've been rambling for 5 minutes. What a change. Oh my god. So now my plans have slightly changed. Great, now I have time. Yeah, I have to figure out what to do. So while I was thinking of what to do, I did a little bit of yoga, a little bit of practice. And by the way, how the heck do I roll up my yoga mat in the perfect way? I woke up early, started waking up early for the past week or so. I've been up manageable back to 6:30, 6 o'clock, 5:30, 5 o'clock, and now 4:15. I'm just I think I'm awake, I think I'm fine, I'm gonna be okay. Because when you feel you lack sleep and your brain lacks oxygen, it's I'm groggy, but today I'm just or maybe it's just adrenaline from seeing your flight change from the convenient 11-hour to a 19-hour to another airport that you've never been to. So it's layers and layers and layers and layers, but to me it's just adventure and adventure and adventure and adventure. It's probably too many video games for me, or too many changes in my life the past 2015, 10 years, 9 years, I've been doing this crazy thing called moving to different places. But anyway, that's the first leg of my Europe trip. Well, actually, I already showed that I just got my IDP, so that's what got me out so early in the morning. And yeah, so I'm gonna figure out the rest part of the trip. Hang with me, I'm gonna be around, so I'll see you.
The middle of doing a bit of a rebrand slash facelift with the design for the social account, and so
well, so I figured I'm up early anyway. I did some chores. Oh, no longer bummed about article there. No longer bummed about that trip change, flight details change. I'm just really just making the most of the hours, and I feel like I'm actually also going to be doing that when I arrive early in the next destination. But today I'm also up as early, 1 hour since my first rant. Just figured I could just make my way to the office, and typically I do try to make my way to the office a bit earlier, have a good walk in, have some steps in. I forgot to wear my Fitbit. Doesn't matter, I walk to the office. I've been better. No longer misbehaving and taking an Uber trip. Yeah, like just any challenge that comes along or any change in plans, I figure that I would just like make the most of it. Like, what is the good side of it? What's the positive side of it? Well, I guess waking up at 4 kind of falls into the my plan of waking up early, making the most of a little bit more hours in the day, getting good sleep in. So kind of like by now, Jade and I have gotten to a routine of like sleeping at either being in bed by 9, trying to fall asleep, watching reels, or maybe doing some reading for myself, or that kind of stuff. So kind of like the evening has been like kind of routinized for us, and so it sets me up for the morning. I've not gotten to Andrew Huberman levels, optimal morning routine. I can't, but yeah, sorry if my audio is a little bit too soft. I don't have a microphone on myself. Yeah, just taking a morning walk, getting a good mindset in to start my Friday. Cheers.